It's time for the NBA breakdown. Coming live right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Dave Mandonka of the NBA Breakdown. Welcome to my palatial estate here in a suburb west of Toronto. And I don't know why I'm getting excited, but I am. Well, basically, I am getting jacked up because the NBA Breakdown's third season will begin on October 24th. So everybody, definitely check it out. It's something great to look forward to. But right now, though, I want to discuss a story I recently read on slamonline.com. By the way, fantastic website. Have to check it out. Brandon Jennings, Milwaukee Bucks guard, recently said, you know what? I don't like super teams. He doesn't like the fact that LeBron, Bosh, and Wade are on the Miami Heat together. He thinks by having a super team, you lose all the competition in the league. And he's like, you know what, everybody nowadays wants to gang up and go after Kobe and the title and stuff like that. And he even made a remark saying, you know what, how about in a couple years, I'd call up Tyreek Evans and Steph Curry, and we all go on a team together to take a shot at the title. You know what, Brandon, you're a talented player, quality player, okay? But you're a competitor. You're a professional athlete, man. Don't worry about other teams, man. Just focus on your game. You have to trust the Bucks management, upper management, to get quality players around you. I like the idea of a super team. I like the idea that you have a team that is going to have bullseyes on their head in every NBA city they visit. I love that. And that's going to make the other teams bring up their competitive levels even higher. So I think it's a great thing. I think it also brings the league a lot of notoriety, even more so. Like, the NBA doesn't need any more attention, but having that squad, it's I think it's really good for the league. Hey, listen, you got the Yankees in baseball. They have a freaking all-star team, but it hasn't hurt Major League Baseball. I think it's good that you have a super team that people want to knock off. So Brandon Jennings, listen, pal, you're a good player. Just forget about them, man. Just focus on your game. That's all I'm saying. Super teams are great. I like seeing them. I think it makes things even more competitive because the teams that don't have those all-stars, they're going to be busting their butts going after those guys. That's just my take. So, A for the super team. All right? Peace.
Breakdown.
What's going on, y'all? Audley Stevenson of the NBA Breakdown. We're here talking about this whole Brandon Jennings issue, courtesy of Slam Online. The comments, I'm looking at them now, and it's just bananas, all the viewpoints people are putting out there. But the main issue here, and really what I think people are losing sight of, is the fact, and I think Brandon Jennings makes a really good point, the fact that it's the players that are coming together, and it's the players who are conspiring together to build these quote-unquote super teams. Gone are the days, I remember the days when a guy got selected out of college, he played for the team that drafted him, he played out his whole contract, and he got a new contract, whether with that team or another one. Now we're in an era where, we've seen players sulk on draft day because they didn't like the team that selected them. Maybe we've seen guys hold out during training camp and not show up. Or people just quit in the middle of the season because they don't want to play no more for that team. See, it's a whole different era, and that's why it's difficult to make the comparisons to the great teams in the 90s, like the Bulls and the Spurs, and then going back further, the 80s, the Celtics and Lakers. This is a different era. The players are taking control, and that's really where the line has to be drawn, because prior to this, it was a team. The teams were constructed, and manager went out, or the owners gone out, or the coaches went out and got the pieces to build the team that they felt was good enough to contend to win a championship. Now, players are making those decisions, and that's kind of where the issue lies. A guy wants to get traded, and the first thing they do is they give their team a list of the teams they want to go to. Like, what is that? I draft you, you play, and if you don't want to play, I trade you where you need to go. But it's a different era, and that's fine, and we have to understand that. But the super teams thing, I agree with Brandon. There are issues around that with respect to the players taking control. Where I will debate, and I can't believe I'm agreeing with Dave Mandonka on this, is the whole idea of less competitiveness. I don't buy that one bit. The whole idea of the great teams like the Heat and with Wade and Bosh and LBJ, coming to town. I think the less lesser talented teams will actually get up. And I think those teams will bring out their A game in an attempt to knock those guys off. So I can't believe I'm agreeing with Dave Mendonca on this, but that's the way it goes. At any rate, Oddly Stevens, the NBA Breakdown. We're out of here, y'all. Peace.
It's time for the NBA breakdown. Coming live right now.
They're here.
Time for the NBA breakdown with Dave and Audley coming live right now. News and notes, highlights and post-game quotes. Run, tell your friends and your folks. They bringing you the best of the best. East to the west, all-star show never less. Sunday night live, straight out the T-Dot, 9 p.m. Rim rocking, no weak shots. From the starting lineup to stars of the week or this moment in NBA history. Make sure you tune in each and every week for Hoops Talk the way it should be. It's time for the NBA breakdown. Coming live right now. It's time for the NBA breakdown. Coming live right now.